Hello, Pamela Spence, medical herbalist here. I was teaching a class this morning about what to do when caffeine stops working for you, and I just suddenly thought I wondered whether you'd quite like me to share it here and maybe learn a bit about how you can help yourself if that's happening to you. So, if you're finding yourself at the moment drinking a bit too much coffee or a bit too much tea, or relying on the caffeine a little bit much, and you find that it's just not doing what it used to, then I really want to speak to that because there's an awful lot that you can do to turn that situation around. So I've experienced this myself. 20 years ago now, I was a very stressed out bod working in film and television production. And we worked very long days and a lot of days in a row. And I certainly was really relying on caffeine to get me through that. And I was quite famous for always having a cafetiere on my desk. And my bottom drawer of my desk was full of ground coffee ready to percolate, or a lot of cans of super caffeinated drinks that had just come onto the market about 20 years ago. And then slowly I figured out that something was changing in my body. So suddenly I would feel like if I drank too much coffee, I would end up getting jittery. I couldn't concentrate very well. I'd feel a bit shaky. I wouldn't want to eat properly, and it just felt horrible. And at the same time, I was tired all the time, so I wasn't getting the boost that I used to get from caffeine, and I really didn't know what I was going to do to try to replace it or find something else. I didn't know about other ways of doing this. So I went on a really long journey of exploration, and I figured out that there are ways to make my hot drinks work better for me. So 20 years down the line, that bit of exploration took me to study a 4-year degree to become a medical herbalist. And a few years ago, like 5 years ago, Twinings Teas called me up out of the blue and asked me if I'd go and talk to them about tea. And that started off a relationship with them whereby I'm now their herbal expert and I get the brilliant job of helping them to build their herbal teas, their blends, so that they will have functional benefit for people. And I love that job. So I've worked with the teams in North America, in the UK, in Australia, and in Europe as well. And I've become really passionate about helping people figure out how to make their hot drinks really work for them. So if this speaks to you, please know that there are things you can do. So we're often asked as herbalists, and also in terms of what the consumer is asking companies like Twinings for, is help with things like calming down, sleeping, immunity, so defending the body, boosting their brain power for those 4 o'clock Zoom meetings where you feel like you're going to fall asleep, and digestion and detox. And all of those things can be done through herbal teas. And it makes it a really easy way for you to access herbal medicine. And the number of different flavors and formulations that are out there now are absolutely fantastic. So looking out for things like calming blends with things like chamomile, with linden, with orange blossom. If you want them to help you with sleep, then looking for something with passion flower in it, which is the herbalist's secret for mild insomnia, or with orange blossom again, which is a traditional remedy for insomnia. And looking for things like peppermints and fennels and things to support your digestion, lemon and the roots like dandelion and burdock to help you with detoxing, which your body does every day quite well by itself, but can always help. We can always help those processes be more efficient. Boosting your immunity with things that are high in vitamin C, or echinacea that has become really well known. Boosting your brain power with either with or without caffeinated substances. So if you're like I was when I was really stressed out in the film industry and getting shaky, you really want to avoid caffeine completely. And there are alternative things that you can do. There's lots out there on the market. So I've put together a free guide for anyone who would like it. I'm going to put the link to that in the comments so that you can go to my website and sign up there and onto my email list, and then this free guide will be sent out to you, which gives you some top tips on how to get your caffeine content down and some tips on how to start getting around this this feeling of tired all the time. And I'm going to be bringing some more resources online later on in the year. If you like that, great, stand by, look out for them, because I'm sure you'll love them. I'm always happy to engage in chat around these areas, so please, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll be only too happy to get back to you. I hope you like the free resource. Head over to my website, so it's pamelaspence.co.uk, or over on Instagram at Pamela Spence Herbalist, and I'll see you later. Take care.